Okay, good evening to you all. Today is our day 52 of this 3-month data analytics bootcamp. Like I said, this bootcamp will last for about 3 months, and today is our day 52. Like always, we start by showing our outlines, that is things we are to cover for the day. This is what we are going to discuss today. That has to do with a recap of what we did yesterday, that is day 51. And also, we are going to discuss about pie chart. We are going to discuss about pie chart. Okay, so yesterday, if you can recall, we did talk about uh we discussed about uh bar charts and different types of charts related to bar chart. That has to do with column chart, cluster charts, stacked chart, clustered column chart, and stacked column charts. So that's what we discussed yesterday. And I've told you how you can use all the charts and why and when we use a bar chart. Like I told you, bar chart is used in order for us to what? To do a comparison. To do the comparison, that when we need the bar chart, that is categorical comparison of quantitative data, that one will necessitate us to use a bar chart and all its categories, because I've told you the column chart, the column chart, the cluster chart, all these different are all form part and parcel of bar charts. So this is what you need to understand. So today we are going to continue. We are going to discuss about pie chart. That's what we are going to discuss about. So let me ask you this question. Okay, let me explain the bar chart, pie chart to you, and then I will ask you what categories pie charts falls within. Out of the 4 purposes that we have, which one pie charts fall within? Comparison, distribution, composition, or relationship? Which one? So let me explain what bar chart is all about. So as for the bar charts, we use bar charts in order for us to see the total amount of something, or the total value of something divided into different categories, different levels. What this means is that when we have a value related to a particular category, we use pie chart in order for us to see how each and every category contribute to the whole number of that particular value that we have. For example, let me just say it. For example, now we have east, west, south, and north. In our previous data, I will show the data to you. And for example, we have number of salesmen. So if we want to see how each and every, we are not comparing them. Now we want to see, for example, okay, sorry, I think let me just show my screen. It's better than I'm explaining it, you will understand more. So these are the charts we did yesterday. I will just delete everything, done with them. So now, for example, let's say, let me just get the total here from open bracket. I will just get the total. So we have total of 20 now in north, east, west, and south. Now we want to know that each and every region, how much did it contribute to make up these 20 salesmen? How much each and every region contributed? So that's when we use a pie chart in order for us to see the contribution made by each category within the data. And that contribution or that value will be divided into radial cycles that we are going to see, or radial slices that we are going to see. That's what it means. So it's like proportionate of a data showing that this is what this particular category contribute, this is what this particular category contribute, or this what this particular category will take, this is the portion this particular category will take. That's when we use a what? That's when we use a pie chart. So please take note on this. That's when we use a pie chart. So now, I'm going to show something to you. Like I told you, pie chart, we are not comparing anything. We just want to see the proportion of a particular category of data. So now we have this, and let me just highlight this. We want to see what each particular region contribute that made up of this 20, or that made up of the total of the salesmen that we have. It doesn't matter whether they are 20, 30, or whatever it is, because the proportionate distribution is going to be based on percentage. So take note, the entire pie chart is going to be 100%, the entire pie chart. So whatever data you have, if you project it in pie chart, it's going to give you 100% of what? 100% of everything. So it's going to be the whole number. That is going to divide everything in percentage. So now we have this. Just go to the insert. Go to the insert. As you can see, click on this. This is the pie chart. Just click on it here and click this. So now you see this. You see, we have our legend here. We have north, west, south, and east. What this means is, look at the proportion. The blue is for the north. The west has what? The west has this color. This gray color is for the south, and this is for the east. So that's the proportion, and that's what this is showing. Like we did yesterday, we can show the values. I can just click inside the cycle and add the value. So by default, we will see the value. This is the value that made up of this particular charts. But for the pie chart, if you click on this chart design, we can add these different types of it. Because this what is showing, I just add this chart. You see, I just click on, we have this by default. I just click on this. So what you need to see is that we have 2, we have 10%. That means this particular 2 take the 10% of the cycle, and this 3 take the 15%, this 6 take the 30, and this 9 take the 45%. If you add up of this percentage, will give you 100%. So every pie chart will made up of 100% of the entire data that you have. Every pie chart is going to do that. So for the pie chart, you will see a lot of them. You see all these. You can remove the data label if you want. You can remove the data label. I can just remove the label. You can just add it, or I can just, if I remove this, I can only add this percentage. You see, that's what all what we are going to see. I remove the data label. This is the percentage that will remain. So without people knowing, so this 15% is what, this 10% is what, you don't have it here. So it's just going to show the percentage of the cycle that made up of this particular pie charts for you. So please take note, whenever you want to see the proportion of a particular data, or the proportion or the contribution made by each category within a particular data, then you use pie chart in order for you to see that proportion or that contribution made by each category. So by default, we will see that North contributed 10%, South contributed 30%, East contributed 45%, and the rest. This is what these pie charts do for you. So let me tell you one thing about this pie chart. You should take note on this. When you have too many data, that is more than, let's say, more than 6 or 7, too much data, please don't use pie chart in order for you to show that data, even if you want to see the proportionate of it. What you need to do is, you can take the men 4 out of the data, or the men out of the data, and leave the others to be, for example, to be others. For example, let me show you something. Let me show you what I mean. I'm just going to write some cities here. Kaduna, Zamfara. I'm just sorry, I want to show you something. Okay, let me add some. Okay, let me just add some like this. Okay, so let me add some figures. Let me just put right in between, so that we just create normal figure just right like that. I just want to show you something. I want to show you something. Okay, so I think I'll just make this 3, 2. Let me do something. Okay, so now look at it. Let me just view this. Let me show it to you. So if I click on it, you see this is what is going to happen. Your charts will look so messy to the extent that people will not even some colors will take two countries or two categories. For example, look at this gray color. We have two gray color. We have this one. We have this one. They take the same thing and whatever. In this particular case, in this case, what you need to do is to merge some together and leave the rest. Those that take the big proportion of the data, you see, these are the ones, all these rest, all these remaining ones, make them to be order. Just put them at others. So what I'm going to do is, what you are going to do is that you see all this from here, you just count it. You are going to get 51. So I have 51, this one. So I will just create 51 here. Let me just make it. Let me show you this. Okay, I'll just paste this here. Then I will call this others. Then I will make it 51. That means others will be for the 51. So let me delete this and create new one to see how it looks like. You see, I just click on here, come back here. Then you click your chart. You see, your chart looks awesome. Now we have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 and the rest are others. So any other category that didn't appear in the charts falls under what? Others. So by default, if we view the charts, I add the label, you see others take 51, while the rest of the 7 categories take other portions like this. I can just make it, for example, just to put the percentage, you see others take 19%, while the rest of the data, the north, west, south, east, Kaduna, and whatever, is taking some proportion out of it. So this is when you come across this type of data, this is what you need to do. You group some of the data and give them a name. Then you view the others so that you don't make your chart to be so easy. So that's it, what you should take. And secondly, don't use pie chart if you have, for example, if you find a percentage, if you find a percentage of something, for example, I find percentage of females, males and females. Once a percentage will give you 100%. Once a percentage will give you 100%, you can use pie chart to project that percentage. For example, now I can count how many males and females we have. I can get the percentage. Let me just do that. So I can say, for example, for the male, female, I can just count them. Sorry, let's just count it. Count if open bracket. This is the range. The criteria is this. Then I'll just press enter. Then I'll just say count if. Sorry. Count if. Then I will take the range, comma. I will take the criteria of female. So we have 8 females and that. So now let me get the total. Okay, let me just see this plus this. It will give me 20. So I'm going to say equals to. So I will say here, for example, percentage male, percentage female. I can say equals to this divided by this, and I can say equals to this divided by this. So it will give me this 40, 60. That's what we are going to get. So now if I want to project it, I can highlight it. I can project it in what? I can project it in pie chart because it will give me the whole of what? It will give me the whole of the percentage, because you see we will have the percentage. It will give me the whole of 40%, 60%. That's what it's going to show to us. But if you have a data that comes with different percentage from different categories, don't use pie chart to show that data. For example, now let's say we have percentage of this particular data of this let's say this north. For example, we have north. Let's say north is, I think when we project north is about 15%. So let's say north is 15%. South is, let's say, for example, 13%. You see, you can't put all this together to show them in a pie chart. Why? Because even if you project, if you make the percentage to appear, the data is different. It's quite different. It's not the same data. because the percentage will not add up to 100 if you made it to the pie chart. It not add up to 100. That's why you see, if you look at this chart, let me just show it to you. Sorry, let me just accept some people. Let me just click here. Let me just project it. Look at it now. You see, we have 13, 60, 40, 15. You see, it's more than 100, and that way it looks somehow. Even if it really looks somehow, let me just turn everything. Let me just make everything to maybe 13. Okay, where this? Okay, sorry. This one can be this. 66%. Okay, you look at it now. I just make it like looks like this. We have 66%. We have 40%, 15%, 30%. It's more than 100. Don't use pie chart in this type of case. Once it will not add up to 100, don't use it. You see, we have male, females. If I can even put this to be percentage of north, percentage of south, for example, percentage of south. Please don't use this don't project this in a pie chart if it is more than 100. Please don't use that. It's better for you not to use it. Don't use it. Instead, in order for you to get this, instead you can use it and show it in, maybe you can use column charts. You see, in column chart it will show kind of clearly. Just use column chart, or you go ahead and use pie charts. You can just go ahead, bar charts. You can just go ahead and use bar chart. You see, you can project it in bar chart. That's better. Don't use pie charts there. Please don't do that. So I think this is what I'll show you in this. The next thing I'm going to show you is let's talk about donut chart. It's not part of what I wrote, but yeah, it's part of this pie chart. We need to talk about donut chart so that you will see how donut chart looks like, because now is one of the most common used ones. Some people use it to to make the charts looks awesome. So let me just show you how to use it. So now let's just highlight this. For example, we can just highlight this, go here, click here. You will see this is where this 3D chart, please, I highly recommend don't use this 3D chart in any of your analysis, visualization. Don't use 3D charts. Please don't use this pie chart. Don't use it. But you can use donut. You see, this donut chart is awesome. You can go ahead and use donut chart. Many people are using it. You can just go ahead and use donut chart. And there are many things you can use with donut chart to create awesome things, which I think maybe when we are doing the dashboard and other things, you will learn that, because I will show you how to create a lot of awesome things in this donut chart so that it will make it looks awesome. So I will talk about that, but now I will not talk about it for now, but I will do that when we are doing a dashboard, creating dashboard. So I will talk about it so that you learn how to customize this to make it looks awesome, so that to create different things that when you did it with this kind of charts, people will kind of think that how comes do you do it. So we'll do that, but not now. When we are creating the dashboard, we'll learn how to do that. But now just learn how to put it. I can even put it here, so we can just do it here. Go to here, click here, you will use the donut chart. You see, this is how the donut chart looks like. So this is how the donut chart looks like. I can add the data level in it. You see, this is how it will looks like when we add the data level in the donut chart. Okay, so this is I think all about pie charts. I think this is all about pie chart. If you have any question about it, please you can ask. So that we can see what we can do. If you have a question, you can ask.
Sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. Continue.
Okay. So this pie chart now, does it fall under distribution category of chart? Of visualization, sorry.
Did it what?
Is it under distribution
Yeah, that's the
category?
question I want to ask you. So please, after all this that we have done, I think today there is some noise that is disturbing some people. I think it's from energy. Maybe energy, you put me on loudspeaker. That way, maybe you are speaker. I'm hearing some noise since. So I just saw it now. So the question is, please answer it in the chat. This pie chart, is it distribution? Is it under distribution or comparison or composition or relationship? That's the question. Answer the question. Or maybe we can talk it in our chats, right? In WhatsApp. Yeah, someone say it's distribution. Okay, distribution. Oh boy. Please and please go and read this purposes that we did. Please and please go and read them again. Go and read them again. Okay. Go and read them again. Go and read them again. Go and read them again. We use distribution. Distribution charts are used to show the distribution of the data. Are used to show the distribution of the data. Why? Let me just read this for you. While comparison used to compare values across different categories and times. Relationship used to show the trend and interaction between two or more variables, while composition illustrates the part and whole relationship within the variables. So this pie chart is composition. Please, you read this, you go and read this. This composition, this distribution that you just been mentioned, you just keep mentioning, has to do with histogram. I will talk about histogram later. The reason why I didn't talk about histogram today is because if I talk about it maybe today, it will get confused. You will confuse it with bar chart. So that way tomorrow will be the next class. It will be for the what? It will be for the histogram. That one we are going to treat it. For this comparison, it illustrates the part and whole relationship within the variables. That's what this composition is. Yeah, I said I will give you material yesterday. You didn't remind me until now. You are just saying it. Yeah, of course, I will give you that. 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 So the donut chart, the pie chart, they are all under the same category. They are all under the same category. It's like bar chart and column chart that we did yesterday. That why I will put each and every chart, I will put them together in the same place for you. So I didn't talk about 3D pie chart and others. Don't even work with them. Don't use them anymore. But use donut charts and you use pie charts in order for you to show the data that will show any illustration that illustrate the part and whole relationship within the variables. That's what you should use. Okay. So please say your question. If you have a question, just put it in the chat. I'm reading your chat. I'll respond to you. Okay, I think there is no any question, right? So I think let's call it a day. I'll drop the material that I want you to read today, inshallah. I'll just drop it now so that you will read about the font style that I've just talked about. I'll drop it for you. I'll drop it for you. So please see you tomorrow so that we continue from where we stop. For the assignment, we're supposed to solve the assignment today. We're supposed to solve the assignment today. Maybe we'll leave it till tomorrow. We'll solve the assignment tomorrow. We just have 6 minutes. If not, I could have solved the assignment just now so that we'll finish everything because today is the deadline for the assignment. So let's see tomorrow. We'll solve the assignment. Let's see tomorrow. We'll solve the assignment. So see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful dream. Good night.